Welcome to another episode of the Teh Tarik show. Today we are on episode number
8.
Episode number 8. So as usual we have Avi,
What's up?
Edwin,
My name is G.
and Isha.
Hello.
So I'll be the host for today's episode. My name is G.
Are you sure?
Okay, my name is Edwin. Okay, so today's topic we're going to talk about hardship of maintaining a friendship.
Friendship lah.
Basically friendship lah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or in other
friendship-
words, someone decided to simplify it to friendship maintenance.
yeah, friendship maintenance lah. Okay,
It's work. Okay, it's work.
Okay. So I think we start off the topic with a very simple question. What do you consider a friend?
You have to pick someone now.
I don't want to pick lah.
This one lah.
Isha, you go first.
Eeny, miny,
You start with Isha lah because no, we start with Isha because I don't
Maybe
think
we
she
can
has that
rock
many
paper
friends.
scissors this.
No.
I
No,
always
I already
thought-
choose. I'm the host. I already
No,
choose.
but I haven't
Well, too
constructed.
bad.
Oh, okay. I am to disclaimer. I'm not getting bullied. What was the question?
What do you consider as a friend?
A friend, yeah.
What?
Oh,
who?
it's saying what I consider as a friend in front of all my friends, then all my friends will act differently after this.
If you say something wrongly,
God lah.
Who are your friends here? Lah?
Everyone except G apparently. Okay, so how I would consider you a friend if I can I think to simplify it, I just don't want to talk so much. If I can ask you out to eat without feeling shy or embarrassed or feeling like it's gonna be awkward lah. So someone I can maintain a conversation with and like not tell my deep dark secrets, but more like I can just hold a conversation with you talking about stuff that either of us like, and I feel very comfortable with you. So then you would be a friend. If I'm not comfortable eating out with you, then I would consider you an acquaintance, to be honest. Like Gila, actually, I'm not very comfortable eating with him. Okay, but in this case, it's like eating one-on-one lah. Like if I'm okay, like yo, let's go hang out and eat McD, something like that.
P.S. We just had McDonald's.
Yeah.
3 times spicy chicken, good lah.
No.
It's not. It's okay.
Yeah.
So someone you can go out to eat with lah.
Yeah.
It's a very weird definition of a friend.
I'm just trying to put it into simple terms. So if
It has to be something with food lah. With you.
It's okay lah. We know Isha lah. Food and Isha lah. Okay. Avi lah. Avi always has something to say about. I want to hear Avi.
Hey, we have a question on value. That's a different question, right?
Value is something else.
you
Now
can
it's
talk
just-
about values
if you want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Save
So,
that for later. So we have,
so actually, for me, a friend is just anyone who can lepak lah.
Same thing.
Lepak. You said
I
food.
specifically said food, and he said
Lepak
lepak.
is
So
different. Lepak you
general.
don't actually need food.
Huh?
You don't need. No, you don't need food lah.
Yeah, exactly lah.
I know what you need lah, but it's okay.
But have you ever lepak without food?
Yeah, sure.
Of course lah.
Of course lah. Banyak kali, you know.
So
Okay.
just chill there. Dah.
Just chill lah.
Just chill, vibe to some music.
Oh, so
You know,
you're vibing.
lepak, enjoy, just there for the vibe lah. But basically, if you're talking about a friendship, right, base level friendship would be just like, okay, if level 1 lah.
Level 1.
Wow.
Level
How
one.
many levels? Huh?
Wait,
How many
level-
levels?
I don't know lah. I never actually thought of classifying everything. But if you're talking about level 1 friendship, consider your friend as boleh lepak lah. If you tak boleh lepak, then you are not a friend lah.
Oh,
It doesn't
what
qualify-
if they're busy?
Huh?
What if they're
No.
busy?
That means like the people that you know you really cannot get along with.
Ah, yeah, true.
For example,
Oh, that's an example.
Calling shots.
Oh my god, I hope this is.
Let's not name anyone lah.
I'm not naming anyone lah. To be very honest, sometimes I find it tough to lepak with some of my Indian punya, I wouldn't say friends lah, right?
G, is it?
Not G lah. Some of the Indian students on campus.
Okay.
Because I grew up around Chinese people and Malay people. So,
What happened to G?
G, Punjabi, different story.
Oh, okay.
So, I got bullied by most of the Indian students. So,
Oh.
I'm not sure why,
Damn.
but
Got bullied.
mentally bullied lah. Not physically lah.
Who would have thought?
Who the fuck going to what is this, bully me physically when I was 6 lah? I look like I'll bully everyone lah. But the thing is, yeah, but basically that's an example lah, because there are some people I really cannot get along. I can go out, I can have a drink with them, but it will not connect.
Yeah, that's true.
there is no connection.
You
You know,
try and then once you realize like
it doesn't work,
like,
bro. We are totally different people. So you do your thing. I'll continue with my life.
So after that, what is that called?
that's
Acquaintance
like,
lah.
that one
I
level
wouldn't
1,
say-
right? What's the next level?
Level-
What's the next level?
That's level 3. That's level 10 lah.
What's level
Is
10?
that a girlfriend already?
No lah.
Level 10 is the one that he takes a car, he goes to Sunway,
He goes
and then
Genting,
and then he brings
and he leaves all his other
to,
friends.
to Genting for Starbucks.
So level 20 what I'll be?
Bodoh, I
All
never
your horses.
created the level system lah, but
We created for you. lah.
Yeah.
thank you lah.
Good friends, right?
Bodoh.
Hey, what
Okay.
level are we then?
Yeah.
Yeah, level.
Are we all on different levels?
Oh, about the same only yeah.
About the same.
About
that
the
means
same is not the same.
No lah, same level lah. Because lepak sekali, layan
Okay.
sekali. Okay
Is
lah.
it same like level 10 going to Sunway and then bringing the friend
Hey,
to
tomorrow I have things to do. I still drop my things. We're going to IKEA anyway, right?
To eat like black.
No, that's
blink
different.
the-
Now I'm talking about level 10 and our level. So which level? Are we higher
Are
or
we
lower?
level 8 or level 12?
So okay, so level 10 is that level that you mentioned earlier lah.
Yes.
So your level will be much higher lah.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Individually, like okay.
No lah, I
Passing
like you
around.
about the same je. Macam tak ada apa pun. Like, lepak sekali, layan sekali. Okay lah, settle lah.
pretty sure Isha is like the lowest lah. Okay lah. Let's not talk about that lah. That's something we should talk in private.
Gone lah, after this balik lah. Semua tak cakap.
Last podcast lah.
Should talk about the G Asia feud lah. Everyone wants to
Actually,
know.
you can talk about it lah because it's a friendship.
Yeah, actually, why not, right?
It's okay lah.
type of friendship.
Okay
So, Edwin lah. What? You, I think you forgot the questions. I ask you again. What do you consider? What or who do you consider as a friend?
What or who? Who? A lot.
What do you consider a friend?
So spam a
What's
friend
your
lah.
friend
Oh, Spam is my
characteristic?
homie, man.
Oh yeah.
He's
Spam
our
is member lah.
Yeah.
Spam member.
Hey, Spam, just to be sure, is Asia's hamster, okay? Not mine.
Oh, okay.
Spam is member lah. Isha is not.
Okay, bye guys.
Okay,
I'm
here's
leaving.
Spam, bring Spam here. Oh shit, guys. Okay, lah, so I think I agree with Avi and Isha lah. The fact that like you have to be able to get along with his friend. If it's just like you're just there to listen to him all the damn time, or if you can't connect with the guy, it's just like, why am I here? You know, I'd rather like be at home or something else.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So I don't think you need what's it called? You don't need common ground all the time. You can always make new memories together, but it's like if you always like debate on every single topic, or if it's just like you two work differently, then it's just like you know what? I can find some other guys or girls or anyone else.
I actually really hate people who debate with you on every single topic. Like, I think having intellectual arguments are okay, but once you start like debating to prove your point, it's like kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
I normally just
There are times you don't want to debate lah. You just want to hang out.
Yeah, just chill.
Mm.
Oh, dude, wait till you go into like some like you meet this friend, like trying to get along with him, right? Like just new person, and then he starts talking about politics and religion, and then like
Sounds like someone we know lah.
yeah, and then his ideologies are so strong. You say something like completely random,
The
he's also like.
the government is
Yes.
tracking you.
So I think like people who are also hard-headed that that you can't really talk to, I feel like it's pretty hard to get along. So yeah.
Okay lah. So for me, what I consider a friend is Avi lah. Someone like-
Only
Only
Not okay. Avi and Edwin lah.
Spam also.
I never expected my name. It's okay.
kesian.
Hey, before we end this
Okay lah,
episode,
all-
we have to talk about Isha and G.
Oh,
That's really funny.
all three lah. Edwin, Isha, and Avi. Because in the first sem actually we never hanged out in the first sem, right?
I don't think so.
Did we
We
not?
were never close in the first semester lah.
Yeah.
I was close
We
to
all
G
took
because
one Grab together, lah, guys.
Yeah,
That was the start.
but I
of the
wasn't close
friendship.
to Avi and Isha, but I was close to Edwin.
Ah.
we had the
I
same
felt like
English
we were
class.
friends. I felt like we were.
We were friends. I mean, like not close friends, you know.
Ah.
So I was closer to Edwin because we went to the same class and we always
Mocked
talk about
together.
class.
No, they went to the same English class together lah.
Because someone left
that's
us.
why-
Yeah.
Then
Someone
they
left
got
us,
a-
right?
they got
Must
a
be, guys.
B.
Someone transferred credit lah.
Yeah, right.
And
Scam
left
lah,
us.
you guys.
I'm sorry, lah. I wanted to skip one subject. I cannot.
So for me, what I consider a friend is like anyone you can lepak with lah, basically, you know.
Same definition lah.
But,
We had
but you can lepak with anyone
Ugh.
and still not wipe with them. So someone you can lepak and wipe with.
okay. Yeah.
So okay lah. That's That's what I consider a friend. Simple lah. Okay lah. Okay, so now we know what everyone considers as a friend. Maybe we can talk about the longest friendship you guys ever had.
Ever had? So
Had
we should
or
stop
have.
already.
Ever had or still have?
Oh, okay lah. Boleh lah.
Wait, before you go to the question, right? Do you have sort of a metric where, okay lah, so I used to have friends yang they classify their friendships like this lah. Acquaintances. Okay, it's better in Malay. Like acquaintances tu macam kenalan. Kawan is friends. And you have sahabat.
Oh, like close friends.
Like very, very close friends.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So do you consider these three different levels?
Yeah.
I think it's like how I think I have it in a sense where like sometimes I don't tell certain info to someone if they're close enough to me lah. So for example, if it's like either like family matters or money matters or like something personal to me, like I wouldn't just tell like, hey you listen to me.
Same.
Or like sometimes like the like you know where you live or like your like more personal things lah. Like I usually tell like close friends lah. Like I wouldn't just go to a guy just I know like hey you know I have issues. so like it's like it's first it's weird for me and second it's like I won't say it's like a burden but it's just like why the fuck is this guy telling me his issues and like that lah. So I won't say it's like I won't say like you have to get to that stage but after you hang out a lot with certain people it's just like hey yeah this is actually like pretty trustable or yeah, I can vibe with him, something like that. But I don't categorically like specific. Oh, this guy is here. This guy is that, like that.
Okay. Fair enough lah.
I follow that metric. I have like people. I guess I have people that are acquaintances because how I classify acquaintances is people I wouldn't hang out with one-on-one, but I talk to because of circumstantial reasons lah. Like we're in the same course, we live across each other, we share the same bathroom or something like that, like in college.
Sounded very sus.
It sounded wrong.
No,
By sharing
like
the same bathroom, she means
the toilet,
bathroom.
the toilet,
The
in
hostel.
college.
The
Like,
communal bathroom.
yeah. Or like
Sounded
you
so
live
wrong.
in the same college. People like these or people that you first meet through like group stuff. I kira you macam acquaintance lah. And then friends is when I am more comfortable talking to you about things, sharing with you things about maybe my studies or maybe some issues that I have, but not like family matters or stuff like that. It's just like normal issues that this person's not doing group work or stuff. When I start like gossiping with you, then you're kira like a friend.
Talking gossip though.
No, but I
Girls
think.
like this.
And then sahabat, I guess like close friends. I don't really like the idea of having best friends, but I think close friends is a more like a better I guess term for me. So close friends is when I'm totally like okay with hanging out with you until like 6 a.m. like talking about stuff, eating because I like food, right?
Everything involves food lah.
Yeah. Or like I usually don't like to hutang anybody, but if I can hutang you, then you are my close friend like that. You hutang me, you don't take me.
I paid back already, okay?
Okay. We'll see you next week. But yeah, like, that's for me.
Okay lah.
Okay.
Who's next?
See, my question is not answered though.
Sorry, because I was a
You
bit.
included your own question.
I was a bit curious lah.
Okay lah.
But for me, right, actually, because in my school, because I never actually thought about like categorizing people according to this one, unless it's absolutely like
What you trying to say?
Absolutely.
unless it's absolutely necessary to give some context like today lah. But because in my school there is someone that I consider as close may not consider myself as close. So when you ask them why, they say that I categorize my circle in acquaintance, this friend, and then like the sahabat level lah. But the sahabat level sometimes gets like very weird. Yeah, it becomes like a little too weird in the sense that sampai kau sakit kena jaga lah.
Okay, that one is.
That one is like gay such shit lah. But
Okay,
but
that
yeah,
one is like
Kena jaga lah.
yeah, right.
That one.
yeah, there's an
Don't get in this room.
there is an expectation for the person to
always
to
have your back.
Yeah. There's an expectation lah. But for me, I always have zero expectation. So I was very confused at one point. Sampai kau sakit pun you want someone to take care of you, is it?
Yeah, it's like homies, I guess.
Like that's like more than homies, bro. That's like
Gay.
I mean,
I feel like it's okay
Bromance.
if you take the initiative, be like, oh my god, are you sick? Like I can get you Panadol or something. But when you expect your
Yeah,
friend
that's
No, I think
normal.
like, no, I think like
That's
basic,
crazy.
like, helping them with getting food, all that is okay.
Yeah,
lah.
that's okay. That's okay. But this is like to the point that you have an expectation, and when they don't meet it, you let the person down lah.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure
Turun
that.
pangkat.
Dia macam turun pangkat.
Oh,
I mean, like, I think expectations are there for close friends. Like, for example, like, if you tell them you're something or not, like, they need your help or something like that, it's like, oh, I can rely on this guy. Like, a really light expectation. But I don't think it's to the point where, like, if he can't make it, you, like, yeah, like, turun mangkat.
Like I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah,
You're not my
exactly.
close friend anymore.
Yeah, it's like someone,
Like-
it's an expectation in a sense where you can, like, somewhat rely on the person, lah. I think that's the expectation. But
Yeah. Okay lah, fair enough lah. G,
Back to you, Lim.
back to your question lah.
yeah. So my
Oh, yeah.
question again.
Forgot your question.
What was my question again? Forgot lah.
Longest.
Okay lah, not just longest lah. Longest and most meaningful friendship you had or you have, or you still have lah. If you have lah. Anyone can talk lah. Oh, you're looking at me.
I'm actually loading.
I'm loading also.
Yeah, so wait, I need some time to think on this.
Okay, G, go first lah. You've seen that question earlier.
Yeah, you macam member semua ke merata tempat dia. Cik.
G has so
Longest
many friends he cannot think about it.
Longest or most meaningful?
They both don't have to be like mutually
So wait, do you want it to be longest and most meaningful?
Longest
or most meaningful.
Or most meaningful lah. Okay.
Cannot categorize it.
Okay, maybe let's do both then. What about longest and maybe was it meaningful or something lah?
Or
I don't actually know which one is the longest lah. Because you know what happened? I'll tell you. I met my kindergarten friend in tuition again after how many years. So I don't know if the years that we didn't
I think just the most
talk
meaningful.
to counted as a friendship or not.
If you have a most meaningful, I feel like all friendships are meaningful in some way.
In their own way,
Yeah, like people during my high school, like friends that I'm still friends with, it might be meaningful because they helped me through a tough time when I was in high school, and then you guys helped me through a tough time in university as I came from Sarawak, right? The land
Doctor.
of okay. What doctor?
We are still hoping you have a pet crocodile lah. But until now,
Yo, that's
I
dope,
think
bro.
I know one lah. Like not one, like the friendships that means a lot to me was in matrix lah, actually, matriculation. Because when you go to matriculation, that's the first time I actually lived in a hostel. Asrama lah, basically first time. So that's where I met a lot of people, a lot of friends that actually, because that's the first time you're in asrama, so you kind of rely on your friends, to talk about something, you study together, or you just lepak with them. And I think the friendships that we had there lasted until today lah. Still go hang out. Sometimes when I go back to Klang, right, one of my friends is studying UiTM Shalam, so it's not that far. So I'll just pick him up, go to Central ICT, just lepak, watch movie, makan, and just go back. And my matrix roommate was also from Klang. Just a few days ago, we went to watch movie together, Eternals.
And
So
do
you
your
guys-
car, is it?
The one I went with my cousin lah.
Gurmeet.
Yeah,
Gurmeet Singh lah.
yeah, my cousin Gurmeet Singh lah.
I think my most longest
Most
Jesus
longest.
English English. My longest friendship would be probably a girl I met in church.
Oof, holy.
Church.
Ali Syurga.
Yeah. No, but basically I guess we're still friends until now. We're not really like, we don't really talk to each other. I don't expect friends to always talk to each other unless like us, we live in the same university, we live around each other, and then of course I would expect you guys to like hit me up sometimes and shit like that, right? But like for the longest friendship I had, we don't really talk. Maybe when I come back Kuching and I go to church, if I ever go to church. If I
Hashtag
ever go
Ali
to
Syurga.
Ali
church.
Neraka lah. From Ali Syurga, she became Ali Neraka lah.
Yeah, I expect us to get along really well. I'm also okay with going out with her one-on-one. So she has not to say turun pangkat, but she's still like a friend, She's still a friend to me
Okay,
because
so I think what you're trying to say meaningful is like,
Yeah.
after a long time also you still can just
no
lepak.
lah, that one's just my longest one. But for meaningful friendship,
Oh, longest.
I don't want to say like meaningful friendship because I don't like classifying my friends that way.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to
Yeah.
classify it because everything is. I mean, everyone comes in your life for a certain reason lah.
Mm.
People come, people go. I got used to that already lah.
But I think like my most meaningful moment in a friendship was during university. This girl and I, like, we were both going through really hard times, and then we both leaned on each other. Like there was this one night, I think I don't know if I came to her or she came to me. Like it was really a blur of events. But at the end of the night, we ended up just like, okay, this doesn't sound this might sound a little bit, but we were in bed together. Like
That's oh my
no,
god.
no, but like you lepak, as you guys lepak, right? And then you guys can be like on the bed together or stuff like that. But we're both like side by side together, and then we're just like talking and stuff. We were crying and exchanging why we're sad. It was a very
Emotional moment.
Yeah, it was an emotional moment that I still remember until now. We don't really talk much, but I was friends with her because of foundation lah, And then when it was at that point where I felt like this was a very meaningful moment in my life, because if she wasn't there for me that night, or maybe if I wasn't there for her, like something bad would have happened, something like that lah. So yeah.
Dramatic. Just comments lah.
Oh,
No
yeah.
judgment. Yeah.
Yeah, ka?
Okay, I never heard anything from Edwin lah.
I also didn't say anything yet. So
Oh, go lah, go.
If it was like you, then you then.
yes, say lah, not a problem.
I don't know what Edwin thinks about like what's his longest or meaningful friendship.
I was thinking.
Okay lah, I'll go first lah. Then. Alright, so yeah, what did you call it? You talk about meaningful, right? Like what G said, his first time experience was in asrama, right? This is so funny. I swear to God, this is so funny.
It is so bad.
Okay. But back to what we're talking, right? So in high school, I was also from a boarding school lah. So what G experienced in metrics for 1 year, I had 5 years of it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So the thing when you grow up in a boarding school is this lah. You the first thing is like, I wouldn't say you're stripped from your parents, but you don't have how to say you don't have the luxury of going back home to something lah. So because of that, you tend to lean to a lot of the community there, which is apparently your friends lah, right? So I have a few, how to say, very very close friends. The one of my friend, the one like very close to me, he's in UPNM now, University Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia. This one lah.
Iron.
Yeah. Oh, he right. He's damn good. He's a very athletic person lah. Like he goes for the tracks. What's it? The 100 meter, 200 meter races. He will train 1 week before, and he will easily get second place compared to the state runners who train the all year round. But he doesn't train because our school is an academic school, not a sports school lah, right? So, but to be put things very generally, I felt that in high school, a majority of the friendships were very meaningful. Not everything, but majority of it was very meaningful because in high school you have nothing much to lean on lah. You're only your friends only. Whatever happens, you can't you don't have the luxury of calling your parents all the time. Because in high school you can't bring your phone.
Um,
Commercial break.
commercial break. Sorry, Abi, just continue.
This episode is sponsored by water.
And wet electronics.
Okay, so back to where I was. This one, right? So, where was it? We're talking about boarding school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing that you're taught when you're growing up in boarding school is that your batch or whoever is in your batch, you guys are sort of one lah. So it's one man triumph, everyone triumphs. One man fall, everyone falls together. So that's like something that we were groomed from a very young age. So even till today, if let's say anyone in our friend circle needs certain support doing things, we still come together as a batch to support the person lah. So for instance, I can't remember what incident exactly, but I don't know lah, someone passed away or kebakaran or some issue lah, right? We still got together, managed to make a donation drive, get some cash over, and during COVID, some of the friends' families yang susah, right? We still got together and work things out for them lah. Because it's when you go through shit together for 5 years, it's a bit different compared to regular friendship, because you guys mandi sama-sama, tidur sama-sama.
Sus.
Sus things in this episode.
Communal bathroom.
The most sus episode ever.
But it's a communal bathroom lah. You can't do anything.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But last time when I was in Form 1, right, they have a communal open bathroom in the boys' block. Open. That means
Girls also.
No doors.
no, like no doors. It's just shower. It's a square. Okay, not a square. Like it's a semi square. So it has 3 sides,
Semi-square.
and every point there's
Triangle.
A shower head.
a shower head lah,
Okay.
and it's open air.
Yeah, it's normal. Like when I was in asrama last time, like we just mandi pakai batik sarung only,
Yeah, normal lah.
Yeah.
It's very normal.
Oh, cannot relate. But I think
Cannot relate.
I think like not to say like I'm kind of jealous, but it's more like I wish I had that kind of bond with my high school friends, because I feel like all of us have moved on with our lives, and the people who are together in the same state, like still back in Sarawak, they're still as close as ever. And other people who have moved to Peninsula, like me, we grow like unattached lah. We unattached from them lah. So it's like more awkward when you come back and it's like, oh, I haven't seen you in years, but no, you don't really have much to talk about, because like you are closer to other friends than you are to me, and we both didn't make the effort to talk to each other. So like that.
Fair enough lah.
Yeah. So I think it differs from
Yeah. But my personal experience is the whole batch went through shit together for 5 years. You have to face everything together. So that's like how it is. So majority of my friendships in high school were all pretty meaningful. Foundation was a different story lah. Foundation all very short lived.
Foundation is ASPI.
Aspi lah.
you lah.
Yeah, now your turn lah.
Have you
I gave
no meaningful friendship?
I gave you enough time to think already lah.
Okay lah, quite a long time actually. But my brain is like no, I think I have meaningful friendships, but maybe not as deep as yours, that's for sure. Because like you did like 5 years or something. For me, it's more like, I guess when I was in high school, it's like, since everyone like just went home, we just like some of the we had so many different classes lah. Even though it's like one batch, we had like 3 or 4 different classes. I think 3, and they're all different classrooms. So sometimes you don't really get the chance to like make friends with like the other classes, and then like everything was always split up and something like that lah. So I think my most memorable from my high school is actually like this 3 other guys, and we always do like some ridiculous dumb shit things together. Like sometimes I look back and think like, why the hell am I still alive?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, like my new 3. Like I think when I first came into Malaysia, whoever came into the rental car would attest to that. So I think in my high school, we did things like that just for the fun of it, because I think we were young and dumb and we didn't know consequences just yet. So I think one time we went to like IKEA and we rolled down all the windows, blasting Blackpink in the Honda BRB.
Bro,
Blackpink.
this guy saying the Blackpink is a bit this one lah. But okay.
The driver was but like,
Sucks,
it was fun as fuck though. So like we bonded over doing like I'd say cringy and embarrassing things like that. Like, but it makes stories to tell, for me to tell and for them to tell.
Yeah lah, true lah.
Yeah, so in terms of memorable, I think that's for high school. And in terms of uni, I think like everyone has a different story, But I think my first friend was actually this senior from FTSM
Oh.
software. And
Oh,
what's funny was like, I think you guys know, like, I don't think G knows because he's never played. So what actually happened was I met him online in a game before I went to UKM.
Yeah. I heard about this. Yeah, continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like after that time when I was playing with him, I actually didn't know what uni I was going to, and then like suddenly like after like I finalized all my unis, I was like, hey, I'm going to UKM, and then like he's like, hey, I asked him what uni are you from? He's like UKM. I was like, oh damn. So the first person I met was this random online dude in Malaysia.
That could have turned out to be a
It could have
murderer.
turned out so bad, and we met in McD with his group of friends, mind you. And I got into his car, and we toured UKM. I could have
Just
gotten
put one guy lah.
exactly.
He never saw him before, I think.
No, never.
Through
Yeah.
online gaming.
But also, like, I think it's just a really big coincidence because not only did he meet the guy in online, like, through games, and then went to the same university, but he's also, like, someone who is connected to, like, me and Avi in the sense that he's, like, our senior, foundation senior.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so when I met him the first time also, I was like, oh, you went here? He's like, you know,
Oh.
very small world, actually.
Very small world.
Dude, what was so funny is like, you know how I told you guys that I went in the car with him and I actually became friends with his group of friends too? I went into the car with you guys
Oh.
and became close with you. I just drove to cars with
Okay lah.
strangers and
Okay lah, you want to find new friends, then you have to just find a car lah.
hey,
Hey, what's up? You guys having fun?
God.
Okay lah, after a long time of thinking lah, finally got something to say.
Something came out lah.
Okay.
Gee,
How long
water is actually.
Oh, sorry lah, sorry. It's okay, you can pick it up later after you finish.
No,
recording.
it's going to my phone. No, don't.
Okay. So, done for that question. Maybe the next question will be, how do you maintain a friendship? This one is a bit hard.
This one very hard actually.
Oh no, I don't first.
Oh. Yeah, boleh lah, I guess.
Anyone like,
How do you maintain a friendship?
yeah, how do you maintain a friendship?
More lepak, more layan.
I mean, you
More
cannot
makan.
lepak.
More makan.
Hey!
What's makan lah with you?
You have friendships that you cannot lepak with them all the time.
Oh,
that's
like
true.
LDR, like that. LDF.
LDR.
Making
the
new
friends
friends lah.
is also a type of relationship
Yeah, that's
lah.
true. LDR lah, betul.
I think, of course, like, I want to say like, yeah, I don't want this to sound so business like follow up with each other. Yeah, but it's more like you don't have to always be in contact with a friend. Like you expect them to text you like once a week or something, especially when they're living their own lives in a different state, heck, maybe a different country. But what matters is, I think, checking up on them once in a while. Maybe it could be according to your timeline. Maybe for me it's like once every few months. You know, like, hey, what's up? We haven't talked in a while. Let's go Discord or play some like free online games together. I think that would be like pretty cool. And also, it's just like having a relationship, like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship. You both sides need to give effort lah. It cannot always be like one person checking up on you the entirety of your friendship, because then it would eventually feel one-sided, which is how I feel sometimes. So when one side of the friendship feels they feel like it's one-sided, then they eventually do not give as much effort anymore lah. So yeah, my advice would be just check in with each other. If you see that they're, social media, you see them on Twitter or Instagram and you see that they went somewhere nice, like just hit them up, yo, where's this and all shit like that, Or if they seem like they're posting stories that are a little sad lately, they might be having a little trouble, just like ask lah, what's up, like anything, like what's wrong. If they want to tell you or not, that's up to them. That's up to their level of comfort with you, But what matters is they know that you're still there lah.
Still there lah.
Yeah,
Still
still there. Ha.
Okay, so what's the question again? How you maintain
How you
friendship,
maintain
right?
a friendship.
Actually, to be honest, right, I kind of find that friends that I have not been through things together with tend to fall apart much more easier. So even though we have talked together before, or sembang or lepak together, but if we have not been through a certain process or certain like something lah, we did something like
You don't have memories lah, basically.
yeah, if you don't have anything memories that connect you, right?
Yeah.
Then I normally don't bother keeping the friendship because I over time I sort of felt like if you're not been through things together, then it's a bit hard to maintain. Of course, you're there for each other lah.
You're questioning this friendship lah.
I question a lot of things lah, but but the thing is, but if let's say the person ajak nak lepak ke, okay je, tak ada masalah. If you need help or assistance, okay je, tak ada masalah. I'll help you according to my capacity lah. But in terms of maintaining, but if let's say you're talking about friends that you've been through a lot of things together, then cause I'm not the person that would call you up like all the time or anything. Cause I prefer doing things in person. I'm not the person that how to say I cannot like call you and then hey, how are you lah, like the once in a while can lah. Most probably once a year or twice a year, maximum 3 times a year.
3 times a year.
Yeah, but
Set number.
so but other than that, right? The best part is always when you get back together physically lah.
It's true.
So, but where like what Aisha says, right? Where the effort is. So when you're talking about getting back things physically, I always find that that's a test of how strong your friendship really is. Whether are both of you willing to make it happen or not.
That's true.
Yeah, if you're not willing to make it happen, then something wrong lah.
Something
Yeah.
wrong.
Like I have friends that when I come back to my hometown, like it's always me that's asking them out, and then I feel like, oh, do you guys not and then they hang out with each other, like between each other, and like they didn't ask me even though I thought we were close friends. So it's just like, like, is it, am I doing something wrong like that? I'm not sure. Like I'm the only person like trying to get this band together because we meet like once a year. Now COVID, I don't think I've met them for like 2-3 years already. And then if I want to see them in Peninsula, I'm the one who probably has to like go to them, like take a train to them, drive to them, or something like that. Or no, it's never gonna happen. It's kind of sad lah, to be honest.
Sad.
Well, talking about effort lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We think. Do you think you give more effort, or do you think the other person gives more effort? Is it questionable?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
I give more effort. And then I give
Hands
up.
down.
I definitely give more effort in a friendship, like but then it comes to the point like I said lah, like after a while when you're the only person that's always like hitting them up, asking if they want to play games together or stuff like that, it gets to the point where you feel like, why am I the only person asking when you're always online and you see me online, you could have asked me to maybe hit me up or something. So right now I don't actually care anymore. Like I actually got to the point where, you know what, if you want to be friends with me, you want to be friends with me. I appreciate everything that we've been through together since like I was a primary school, high school and stuff like that, but I can't be the only person talking. I can't be the only person the only person trying to connect with you again and stuff like that. So right now I'm just like, if you need me, just hit me up.
You don't need
But
me,
you
then
won't hear from me, that's for sure. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
I was about to speak.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, sorry. I thought you were quiet.
No, because I was thinking of like another video idea, like to. Okay, I'll tell Avi later.
I
just had to.
Do not expose. No expose. No
Continue about it.
Oh, okay. Like how to maintain friendships, is that?
Yep.
For me, it's like how. Like I feel like there's like sometimes high maintenance friendships and low maintenance friendship.
Oh,
And like
okay.
I think some people are like everyone is different lah. For me, I think
high maintenance.
okay, that's a
That's a different
topic. That's a different topic. So for me, I think I categorize myself as low maintenance. Like for example, if you guys would hit me up like 6 months, a year, or 2 years later, it's like, hey, like nothing changed, no, or maybe we catch up or whatever like that. Like I don't need you guys to like keep like texting me to know I'm your friends or something like that lah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I personally think that that's something guys would be okay with.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Not
right?
girls though.
No, but I'm okay with that.
You say that lah.
No, but no, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't
Okay
matter.
lah, so
Like
I'll
you
text-
hit me up once a year. Like okay, sure,
Okay
If
lah.
but then
After this, we hit her up after 2 years lah.
no, but what the thing is like when I was talking about one-sided thing is just it being one-sided lah. Like if I always hit you up, then not to say I expect you to reply, but it's more like I'm always the one who does it. Like when are you going to do it? Are we actually friends? Okay, back to you.
For me, in terms of that, it's like if I invite you lah, it's like if I keep inviting you like over and over and over again, and like you never like re-invite me something like that, then I might feel like, is it just one-sided? Because like sometimes in that case I would feel like am I just like burdening you in a sense where like I invite you out, something like that. But if it's like mutual, it's like, oh, I know you wanna be my friend too, something like that. And in terms of the high maintenance friendship and low maintenance, it's just like I occasionally like hit them up lah for people who I'm not like in the same country with, if you put it that way. Or if I don't hit them up directly, I can hop on Discord or like other channels lah, just like say hi. Like it doesn't have to be a long conversation, but it's like, oh, like just like, hey, how are you? How has it been in your country or something like that lah. So I feel like that's a good way to maintain. And like for example, like birthdays, like I have a list of everyone's birthdays. So sometimes I just wish them like it's like once a year, just like checking up on them and something like that. Yeah. So for me, like maintaining friendships is something like that.
Actually, on a note of birthdays, right? I'm horrible at birthdays.
Me too.
Make a list.
I forgot my sister's one. I wished her literally 3 days earlier at
Oh,
one point.
gone lah you.
But
Better
okay,
be prepared than unprepared.
one more way that I like to maintain friendships now is just like find a game.
Like
Oh, why lah?
like this.
Oh,
Okay. So basically, one more way that I think is a good way to maintain friendship nowadays because everything's online. It's just like find a game you can play together. I think that's really fun. Like games, like whether it be like FPS games like Valorant or CS:GO or something like that. But you can also
Just go.
you play CS:GO. I don't play CS:GO. Or maybe games like simple games like Among Us, Fall Guys, or something. I think it's I think or actually GTA, Gartic Phone, Scribble.io. There's like so many games out there that you can play for friends just to like hey, let's play this game so we can like connect with each other. It gives you more things to talk about. So I think that's also a good way to maintain friendships. But sometimes people are not really active on Discord. Like Edwin and his friends, they're so active on Discord. They're always like
on
Yeah.
Discord.
on
lah.
Discord, yeah. But my friends are, or they are, but they're not on Discord with me lah. Something like
I
that.
am normally present in the physical world. Very rarely available on majority of my social media platforms.
We know lah. We know.
You don't need the phone, Avi. I
You
think
don't need the phone lah.
posting letters to you is faster.
One bad thing about Avi is right.
Hey, bad thing ah.
It's
What?
a bad
lah?
thing lah. Sometimes we need something. Sometimes in emergency. You can text him now. He won't even reply after 3 hours.
What's your emergency lah? You want to go eat, is it?
Lunch is emergency.
Hunger is
also lah.
emergency.
Yeah, I know.
Hunger. No. Last sem, I'll tell you what happened last sem. Okay?
Oh, what happened lah? Now I'm scared lah.
There was a class, okay? Avi just slept off the class, so it's okay. And then suddenly doctor had a quiz. I called Avi so many times,
Oh,
so
I had a panic
many
attack this
times.
morning. I remember. Okay, continue.
So many times, I just got tired. And then at one point, I just like, you know what I have to do? I leave my room, I go to his room, knock his door,
True friend idea.
This
wake
is
him up.
remember lah.
Wait, he was
And
actually
then-
asleep.
And then he was just asleep. He's like, oh, why? It's like, bro, we have a quiz. Oh, why never call lah?
Yeah, I don't think I asked you
You
that lah.
said why you never call. I said, check your phone.
Sounds like Avi, alright.
That's why I say I'm available in the physical world.
That's physical, like,
phone
phone
buzzing is
physical.
that's like still some virtual connection.
You throw a rock like with the letter quiz.
But now you guys live opposite from me, you can throw a rock to his it'll work.
This sem we opposite
No
blocks
lah,
lah.
we
Last
build
sem was a bit
We build
far.
a telephone line lah. You know
It's the same thing. Aduh.
That's it lah, Abi.
Aduh.
Aduh.
But Abi replies me pretty fast, eh?
Only
me.
Isha.
I mean, depends on the timing
I
lah.
always catch him on a good time. Like when I text him, he's always online. I like G lah.
But you called me when I was sleeping lah.
Don't disturb dragon slumber.
I called
He
just
smells like a dragon.
emergency
But
lah.
thank you lah, thank
Wake
you
up
lah.
for a quiz. Aduh.
If he never came to my room that morning, that means gone lah.
Gone lah. See lah for the
Okay, lah, back to you lah, G.
Oh, back to me. How I maintain friendships easy lah.
Makan.
Not makan.
Oh.
I just
Bangi Wonderland.
I just reply to their story lah. It's easy,
Oh,
I just
okay.
reply to like easiest actually. I started this when I finished matrix. So how I keep in touch with all my matrix friends is just they put their WhatsApp status, right? So I just kacau them lah. Just reply to the status. I just kacang them. Just disturb them to their WhatsApp status. Reply tak reply, orang belakang cerita lah. You know?
Macam G lah pasti.
And then those who don't post, not my problem lah. I got no like time or energy that go and search. Not you guys lah. I know you guys post.
Oh, saving your ass right there.
But you guys post on Insta, so it's okay. I'm talking about those without social media presence,
Oh.
Oh, that's kind
the
of...
one I really don't have time to go and search your name and type, "Wei, apa khabar? Hi,
That's
how
true,
are
that's
you?"
true.
I have no time for that lah. And then the one without social media presence, like I can meet physically, like in Klang and all that, okay lah. Other than that, I don't know how to maintain lah. That's not my problem lah.
Simple.
Hey, but sometimes, you know, I sometimes get like, I don't know lah, memory notification of, hey, if you text this fella like this time, Huh? Yeah,
Memory notification.
yeah.
sometimes
like in your head.
when you talk about
Yeah.
memories, right? I remember on Facebook. So sometimes when I
Face.
go to Facebook, right?
You can't go to
Meta,
back,
meta.
huh?
They have.
Wait.
Sorry. They have the memories. Thing, you know.
Ah.
So just share lah. Sometimes the friends that haven't been talking to you for years suddenly comment. You know.
But I'm actually talking about like my memory
memories.
stored in my brain
That
lah.
one I don't know lah. That one your problem
That
lah.
one- your brain.
Because sometimes like when I'm not doing anything, I'll be like, hey, how's this fella doing? Long time never look at this fella.
Oh,
Then
random
after that,
lah.
I'll be like, call the fella, hey, what the hell are you doing lah?
I will call. I just think about it and I'm like,
Or sometimes I think about it. I call them like almost 1 or 2 weeks later. The worst was about 2 months later lah. I'll be like, still thinking about it. Still not yet call. No time.
Jesus, like
2 months later.
this
So,
guy.
okay lah. You 45 minutes. So you want one more question or you want me to?
One
end
more
it?
question then we wrap it up lah.
Okay lah. One more question. Why do you think people lose friends as they get older?
Ow.
Ouch! Straight there.
Why?
Okay, Edwin lah.
You guys sound like you have experience. Like you said, ouch.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
So dramatic, like it stars, in the China.
Hey, but I feel as I grow up, my friend circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. No, because when I grow up, I start I start looking for more meaningful friendships
Oh.
rather than like random friendships lah.
Random friendship.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I
Fair
grew,
enough.
you go to hostel, my best mate 123, everyone I consider as a friend.
Mm.
And then of course there's some people like I'm pretty sure that lost touch, like the guy who got married, right?
Oh,
Yeah. The one all long time lost touch already lah. But if they ajak they pump, no problem lah. Boleh jengam. But what I was talking about Lost
we're
track.
talking about someone getting married lah.
Oh my god!
What's the question again?
Why
Why do
do
you lose
people
friends when you
lose
get older?
friendships?
Oh, I wouldn't say losing, but I think it's more of a conscious choice for me lah.
Conscious, are you sure? Like so many
So that
friends.
means you are cutting off the friendship. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Okay, no, that doesn't sound right. Okay. I'm unconscious, is it?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm conscious.
Yeah.
Same
Okay,
thing,
so
though.
are we talking about losing friendships or are we talking about
Like-
closing your circle?
No, it's like
losing
It's
friends.
what
Yeah.
you interpret it as.
Because I interpret the question as making your circle smaller, in a sense that the more
Oh.
the more I grow up, the lesser that I want to have more friends with. Like,
Okay.
Okay, why
You already
is it-
have this friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you want you're losing the friend.
oh,
what analogy is that?
no lah. What?
No, okay. Now what you're saying
What
is
analogy is
friendship circle getting smaller.
Okay.
But that guy is still a friend lah. Lebih kurang kenalan, acquaintances or something.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm saying, you just lose that friend. Just end the
Okay
friendship.
lah,
Oh.
Avi.
And
No,
the
no, no, no.
Why is
Not
it
like
like
that.
harder to maintain like
Okay lah.
long,
Harder to
like,
maintain lah.
friendships as you grow older lah?
Oh.
Basically, why your circle is getting smaller? Why you suddenly like some friends you just don't want to, not to say don't want to be friends with, but more like
not as close.
yeah, they're not as close, not in your circle anymore like that.
I
As you
would-
get older.
Okay, so as I get older, I do a lot of things lah. Right. So
No lah.
so the more things I do, I have like certain friend circles for certain activities lah. So example, an active, I got a few people that I know. You guys, another group lah. Matt baru kenal lah, right? So we have a few people there. So I wouldn't say it gets smaller lah.
You get more connections lah, not friends.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
Actually, it's very hard to answer this question.
I think it's more like as you grow older, you get put into situations or circumstances that, in a sense that you don't really have to connect with people from your past anymore. You're moving on with your life. You're starting a career. You're ending your degree, starting a career, maybe starting a family, and then you don't really connect with your older friends anymore because they don't live in the same area. Because I feel like friendships are easier to maintain when they live relatively close to you or they consciously make an effort to reach out to you, something like that. So when you're moving on with life, the people that don't put in effort or are not circumstantially like around you, yeah, so you just naturally, I think for me it's natural to lose friends like friends that contohnya I have like 50 friends in high school. Oh my god, too many. 10 friends in 10 friends in high school when I finished high school. As I entered university, went to Peninsula and everything, I'm only left with two, three friends only, because the other people they don't talk to me, or maybe outside of the high school situation, outside of being in asrama in the same room together, sharing a bathroom together, we would not be friends outside of high school, something like that. Like right now, you're friends with all your MEP people, right? Something like that. Right?
Yeah.
But like, would you actually be friends with them if they weren't people
That's the reason.
in the organization lah?
That's the reason you get friends lah, basically.
Yeah, because
the reason
you do shit together, you go through things together, and then you create friendships lah. But then I have I wouldn't say sort of a belief lah. Like sooner or later, every single relationship that you end, like you have on this planet, sooner or later there will be a last time you met lah. Right? There will be a last time you lepak.
You die.
The one is like end lah. The one like end of life.
End
Everyone
game.
dies. Everyone dies sooner or later lah. The one cannot run away from. The only thing that unites all your friends is death lah, actually.
Or
Okay lah,
taxes.
Edwin lah.
Oh, taxes.
You
What
always
say
pay
you?
taxes. Me? Wait, what's the question? Why you lose
Why you lose friends
as you grow older?
Grow
Okay, my interpretation of that is like, as you grow older, it's just like the people you used to consider friends are just like you never like for example, in high school, like this guy is really nice and sweet and whatever, but jeez, I don't know, nice and sweet and whatever, but then like suddenly, like when you were 37 and that, suddenly he's just like, turns out it's like a gangster, a robber, like
Repeat.
bad guy lah.
I never saw it.
Repeat
Manner, but
macam
okay.
G.
So it's like, so it's like when you, for me, when I interpreted that question, it was just like the people you've lost touch with. It's just because it's like like you just get busy with your life lah. Like it's like career or not. You'd rather like how do I put it? Like spend more energy on friends who you deem, okay, that sounds
Are around
so
you.
shallow, but like who you deem are better friends, or who reciprocate
Reciprocate, yeah.
Yeah, with Adana Romeo.
the same energy towards you
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. It's like you like I think as you grow older, you realize that time is like finite lah. So you have to spend it wisely. So it's like cash. So like you
I
can't.
I thought it was a cool quote until you said just like cash.
So like you can't like spend it on everything lah. Because in one day you have 24 hours and 8 hours, hopefully 8 hours lah, is on sleep already. So you gotta like you can't if you put like $1 for every friend, then you won't have like, you know, it's like a quantity over quality. So sometimes you put more cash, more time to friends. So you start like because of that like time limit, you start like losing like connections to some people, losing bonds, and maybe it's just like life lah. Like they have a change of like mentality and
Member come,
beliefs.
member go lah.
Yeah, something like that lah. Exactly. So sometimes you might be able to bond with something like really good in high school, perhaps. I don't know what you do in high school, honestly. Like, yeah, God knows. And later, in like when he's older, he might be like an opposition company or party. Something like you really can't get along with him because that's just how life is, lah. That's in my eyes.
Like Anwar and Mahathir lah.
Wait, let's not go there lah. Okay lah.
G lah.
But I would say, I always felt like what Edwin said is kind of true. So there's one very interesting analogy. So in one day there is 86,400
yes.
seconds. Yeah. So how you use each? So if you have, so just imagine that amount in money lah. So every day you have that amount of money, and then at the end of the day, you dah habis semua. So it's kind of how well you pick and choose your resources, and you choose where you wanna put your energy into lah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I mean, what I'm seeing from this is at the end of the day, ourselves is more important lah.
Of course lah.
Prioritize yourself lah.
Yeah.
Prioritize yourself lah.
Or that quote is like from what's called like, don't let 24 seconds ruin your entire day.
Oh yeah. Something like that lah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think friendships will. How to say?
Come
There
and
will
go.
be the last time you lepak, you know.
Yeah.
Friendships come and go.
Yeah. Wait, deep cell.
Friendships come and go. Hopefully ours last lah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully lah. Maybe we look back to this video in 10 years.
It's like, oh
Oh,
damn.
no.
God lah.
And
What's to
maybe
do
G
lah?
and I not friends anymore. Like that. And I'll be like, this guy, I hated him from
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you lose friends because of what you say, you move on in life lah, basically.
Yeah, moving on in life lah.
Yeah.
Same lah, like me. I think I don't actually have friends anymore from primary school. Not you, only.
Oh,
in a few years, time maybe. Like primary school, right?
Oh,
The
yeah,
only friends that I have like still not exactly talking lah, are the guys lah. Because after primary school ended, right, I went to all boys school. So and then all of my friends when we went to Form 4, right, all of my friends went to accounts class. So the only friend I had in my class was the new friends that I had in high school lah. So after that, basically everyone just drifted off, you know. I went to metrics. I don't know what happened to them. Some of them started business. Some of them got married. You know, something like that lah. So life move on. Until now lah. Now in UKM, I still don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the girls are doing. I don't know what happened to them. I know only a few of them lah.
Do you wonder what
They
they
don't
do
want
though?
to know what you're doing also.
Okay lah, a few days ago on Facebook, memories keluar lah. The notification for memory. So it was how many years ago? 2012. How many years? 9 years ago. A picture of our batch lah. So then that's what I wonder what all of these people are doing, you know. What some of them maybe married, working.
I mean, I have the same thing, but it's actually my memory lah. I don't have the Facebook memory.
So
thing.
Facebook memories is because I use Facebook lah.
Yeah. Because sometimes I wonder, hey, last time this fella and this fella was doing something together at the back. How are they now?
So,
That's a very such shit lah, to be very honest. I'm not going to go into
I have a
details.
lot of stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I wonder lah, hey, how are they? But they lost contact. You don't have any more contact with them lah.
I think you rarely have friends from your childhood because
oops.
the longer
thing
your
you drop.
friendships are, the more likely it is that you guys are going to
Grow apart,
grow
I guess.
apart lah, like that.
So we have time, and basically time lah.
Mm.
Time is what
It's not
governs
time lah.
everything.
Basically,
here.
Friendships come and go.
you
Yeah.
move on like to the next level of your
Time
life.
lah.
You know, like now I'm not in Klang, right? When I go back to Klang, suddenly I go to some 90 days with I say, hey, my friend there lah, he's cashier. I don't even know he was working there. Sometimes I don't recognize the guy. Then I say, hey, go print there. And I say, hey, do I know you? Sometimes it's like that, you know.
Dude, same.
Yeah, I feel like bad, you know. Macam tak kenal, and like, oh, he's working here, so I know he's working here now. He's still here, still in Klang, still alive. Something like that. Then I come to Bangi, I don't know anyone in Bangi. Not like
No, yeah.
before I came to UKM lah. So basically that's how I think we lose friends lah. Not lose friends exactly, like you lose contact with them.
I also think it's like interesting how maybe 10 years ago, the friends that we thought we would have 10 years later is probably not the friends that we have right now.
Okay, I'm 21 now, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
10 years ago, I was 11.
Yeah, when you were 11, your best friends when
I never
you
had
were
friends when I was 11 lah, okay?
Oh. Okay
That's
lah.
one, right?
That was the
Yeah.
stage of life where I was mentally bullied. I hate the people till today.
Yeah, same.
There's some
honestly.
resentment lah.
Dude, yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
It's life lah.
Life lah.
Yeah, but just like think about it. Probably when you were okay lah, when you're 13 lah, and you finally had like friends from high school, and you think, 10 years later when we entered university, we're probably still friends. They're probably gonna attend my birthday or something.
Exactly, same thing.
And then when you are 23 and those people aren't around you anymore, you really think about how much you have grown past whatever state of life you were at the time.
Okay
Not
lah.
even high school lah. Matrix itself again.
Oh.
Not everyone can like still stay in contact with you.
Oh yeah, correct lah.
Okay lah.
Deep already.
Deep already.
Very deep.
Oh,
This
deep.
topic. We can go deeper lah, but I think we can just cut it there lah.
Yeah, you can talk behind the camera lah.
Okay.
Okay lah. So almost 1 hour lah. Long episode.
It is a very long episode, but it's a fun episode lah.
Fun episode, fun topic today. So I think I wrap up here lah. Thank you for joining us for another episode Teh Tarik. See you in the next one.
Bye bye.